Can you feel it? I know you can. That thing that when you wake up late at night shivering, it is watching. You try shutting all the doors, windows, and curtains, whatever. Just trying to escape the feeling, thinking it's the crisp chill of the night, but you know you're wrong. You try to take pills, drink, eat anything. It keeps you up at night though, causing you constant discomfort. It wakes you up with a hot sweat nearly every night, looking around frantically, feeling sick with fright. It gets closer as you rub your eyes, clearing them of the blur. As you do so, it gets closer and closer, till you can almost smell its pungent breath over your sweaty, red face. You know your time is almost up on this earth, but you don't want it to have the satisfaction of ending you. You're stronger, at least. You think you are. You go to the medicine cupboard and take one last glance at your reflection on the mirror on it. The blinds over the bathroom mirror are swaying in the cool breeze, but the windows are all shut. Your eyes are bloodshot, and bags hang from underneath them black as midnight sky. You caress the cold touch of the mirror as you watch his eyes widen from the gloomy doorway behind you, a malicious smile now on his bony face. You reach into the medicine cabinet and pull out a tub of sleeping pills. Hesitant, you remember what the people had told you. You can be around anything long enough to become tolerant of it. You wonder if that works with the bad memories that still haunt you to this day. That is until you perish the thought and rest your forehead against the cool surface of the bathroom mirror. Your eyes begin to tear slightly. It just watches and anticipates the ending, almost like a brilliant horror film, the sort of stuff you used to like watching. You open the tub, taking your time. No escape now. It's closing in on you. You signal it to stop with shaking hand. Its harsh smile soon turns into frown, but it does as you say. You reach into the tub and pull out a hand of pills. They were miniature, but dosage of maximum 2 recommended a day, as it read on the label. You took little time to examine. 2 would be too little to end your pain now. You find yourself crying uncontrollably as you pop each of your last few pills individually into the inside of your bone-dry mouth. His smile once again recovers as you find yourself choking in regret of what has become of you, struggling to swallow. A stabbing pain passes into your ribcage, then into your heart. You fall to the cold, tiled ground, drooling and cursing at the eyes of death. It watches you mercilessly until your eyes are blurred and you begin to drift away, your last breath of life escaping from your lungs. You see it for a little while, in your head, the feeling of darkness still lingering with its eyes still staring. You stare at it back for a while. That is until it begins to fade away, as the dark side of your mind retreats away and the calming light is in the distance before you, as the word cheater echoes in the darkness around you, followed by a deep unsettling laugh. This does not stop you from cracking a pleasant smile for the first time, for as long as you remember, as you walk into the light ahead. You wake up to the safety of a hospital bed. The room is quiet and peaceful. You are at peace for the first time in a long time. At the foot of your bed stand 2 familiar faces, a man and woman. You remember them as if you saw them a long time ago. But somehow, they still remain vaguely on the edge of your mind. They smile warmly at you, skin pale as a ghost. You smile back, feeling reassured and safe in the eyes of these people. You pull yourself from the bed, not saying a word. You feel nothing, not even the brisk feeling of your bare feet on the ground below you. You walk over to them, whom are still smiling at you. You walk hand in hand, not knowing why you trust them, but something in your conscience tells you to. Not feeling the need to question your actions, you begin to walk out of the single clinic room and into the growing mist of nothingness. Normally, I wouldn't release information about the cases I've been on that aren't meant to be public information. It is my duty to ensure the privacy of the deceased is secure aside for possible evidence, but this case is different. I've never faced something like this in my career as an investigator, and I'm not sure if there has ever been a more tragic case in the area. The house was already collapsing when the fire department got there. At 2 a.m., a call was made by a neighbor that the small home was ablaze. They knew a little girl lived there with her mother, though they hadn't seen the girl in about a week. When the flames were extinguished, we began to investigate what could have caused the fire. We found something I would rather not relive, but must. A charred body was found in a closet that hid under a staircase, like what you've seen in some older cartoons, or what was left of the closet anyway. Not much was salvageable after the fire. The body was small, looking like it belonged to a young girl, between the ages of 4 and 6. She was curled in a fetal position, as if she were hiding in the closet. In her arms was a stuffed toy of a seemingly infamous children's cartoon villain, Swiper, missing one of its arms. The doll was completely intact aside from that, as if the fire didn't even come near it, which I found odd, since even the girl's body was burned to a crisp. There was no sign of her mother anywhere. We took the Swiper doll for evidence, to see if we could find anything that could give hint to her mother's whereabouts. We assumed the body we found was likely the little girl, Amelia Watson, age 6, daughter of Maria Watson, age 30. We began searching to find clues in the doll we took from the scene, and found something none of us had expected. There was an object. No, two. Inside of it, where there was a little hole in the Swiper's doll stitching, we cut the thread in order to retrieve what was inside. Miraculously, there were 2 pages of construction paper in the doll, folded up in little squares. When we unfolded it, we found a message on both, written in purple crayon. One looked less sloppy than the other, as if one of them was written in a hurry. Both were addressed to Swiper, and had drawings of a little girl and a masked fox playing on the back of the pages. It was a bit difficult to understand at times, considering it's a young child's writing and thus doesn't have the best grammar. But it was easy enough to get an idea. Swiper, I don't think you're as mean as Dora and Boots say you are. I think you're just lonely, like me. Mommy never plays with me anymore. She's always drinking that stinky stuff from that bottle. One time, she even broke it on the wall and pointed at me. Sadie ran away last week and Mommy told me not to go near a pile of dirt by my swings. When I did, she put Sadie's collar on my neck and tied me here. I don't know what that means though, Swiper. What does it mean? Oh well, at least you won't do that, right? I'm sorry, Swiper. Mommy tried to take you away, but I wouldn't let her. Now you're missing an arm. Are you okay? I'm hiding in here now. What's that weird sound? It sounds like cereal pops, but loud. It's getting warm in here too. The door is too hot to open. Where's Ma? The messages end there. I believe this is the victim's testimony. Not only has this become a missing person search, but a search for a murderer as well. We still hadn't found Marla until yesterday. Why did I choose today to release this? Well, something else happened. We had sewn the Swiper doll back together after getting the notes out. It had been sitting in my office for a while, on a counter where it wouldn't be disturbed. We had a glass case over it to ensure that. 2 days ago, I came into my office in the morning to find a little girl there. The girl was blonde with very dark brown eyes, and wore a child's sleeveless summer dress, white in color. She was looking at the doll, but acted unsure of herself when she saw me, as if she were shy and tried to hide, but didn't know where. I walked up to her, and kindly asked why she was there, but she said nothing, her gaze darting around the floor. I waited a moment, then asked if she wanted to see the swiper doll. Her eyes immediately lit up, which I assumed was a yes. I took the doll out of the case and gave it to her. She hugged it tight, as if she never wanted to let go as she swayed back and forth. Had she been crying? I glanced away for only a second, but when I looked back, she and the doll were gone. We all searched the grounds of the police station, but had no trace of her at all. It was as if she'd vanished without a trace. That next day, Maria was found and arrested under aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Now, we're just starting to set up the trial for Amelia's murder, which will start next year if everything goes well. I guess Amelia came back to get her friend, so that her mother wouldn't get him.